Now, you guys, I've kind of been on a roll with this topic of semen retention, no FOP, even though I don't even think that's how you say it, because someone said in the comments, I say it weird. But I like the word no FOP, okay? And I want to make another video for you guys, because honestly, it's the guys that are showing up for this more than women, which, I mean, semen retention, I understand that. But as a woman, I think it's so crucial for men to also have a female's perspective on this, to have female encouragement, to have a female's perspective on semen retention, on celibacy, on abstinence, on restraint. Because listen, I don't have semen like y'all. I don't have a dick like you guys, but I do have sexual energy. I do have sexual urges. And it's powerful to have a community that can come together and to relate on this topic. Because this path is not for the weak-hearted. This path is for the true warrior. And I want to be discussing more because, you guys, I don't plan these videos out, but when I get urges to come on and talk about specific topics, it's for a reason. Most importantly, because I am very in tune with my own spirit, so I can pick up on what people are needing to hear. And that's what I'm going to be talking about in today's video, because I've been kind of looking at some videos on this topic and they're good. They're from a guy's perspective, which, I mean, guys, I guess, know best when it comes to their own masculine energy and, you know, having that different type of life force. But I also see a lot of men missing out on what guys need to hear about this topic. And you guys are probably like, either I want to hear what you got to say, or you're like, girl, you don't got a dick, you don't know. Well, if you've already made it this far, I hope you stay to the end, because I know I'm going to be dropping some more knowledge for you guys, okay? So I'm just going to get into it. So when I've been on YouTube, because I like to see what men have to say about this as well, I do realize there's zero women talking about this or encouraging this within men, like at all. And I want to talk to you men. I'm going to look y'all right in the eyes right now. I'm proud of you. I am so proud of you for committing, or at least setting out to devote yourself to your own energy. This semen retention is what kingship is. If a man has never practiced how to restrain himself from sexual desires of any kind, he is not a king. This might trigger some men. I don't view men who cannot control their sexual desires. I'm talking about porn. I'm talking about Instagram models and Instagram hoes, who you're following online, what type of images you're seeing, what's programming your sexual brain. I'm talking about sexualizing women out in public. And you guys, this isn't talked about enough, because guess what? Women are a part of the problem just as much as men in today's society. Because it's glorified for women to show their ass, show their tits, because they know that's what guys like. That's what'll give them a following. That's what will make you guys simps to not high value women. So it's like this perpetual patterning that we find ourselves in, where we feel depleted. That's why there's not a lot of healthy relationships. Have you ever had a healthy relationship? If not, this is the path you need to be on. Is restraining yourself, entering into that king's throne. And when I say that, this is what I mean by this, men, okay? This is at least my stance on it. Semen retention is very necessary, I think, especially for a man, because I know you guys have more testosterone, which causes that sexual urges more than women, I would say, for the most part. It's not it is restraining yourself from sex, but it's deeper than that. It's making your mind the servant to the king. How many of you are the servant to your mind? You're the servant to your mind when you're watching porn every night. You're participating in someone else's sex. Don't you feel a little weird? Like when you really take a step back? It's a little weird participating and watching porn. It's very weird. And I'm not judging any of you guys. I want to be clear because I'm proud of you. I know for a man, it's probably a lot more tempting because women nowadays, they're a slave to sex. They're a slave to their phone, and you're the main target. So I feel for you, men. And this is why it's really important to take a step back into your kingship, where you make the mind the servant to you, to what you want. So when sexual urges come up, what do? Do you get lost? Do you succumb? Do you bow down to your mind, to your thoughts, like a simp? I'm sorry if I'm being hard, but we gotta be real, okay? Because I actually want you guys to succeed on this path. And listen, this does not have to last forever, you saving yourself or you know, and it's also okay, you guys, to slip and fall. Don't beat up on yourself if you have moments where you feel weak and you feel like the mind's taken over you. Listen, this is a practice. This needs to get built, this momentum. It needs to be habitual, choosing different. And the most important part upon this journey of semen retention, and even for me, like sexual desire, sexual urges, restraining myself, it's awareness. Awareness is truly the first thing you must practice. And not a lot of guys, you guys, I see this. Guys talk about, how to stay on track, the benefits of it. No one talks about reality. I don't see a lot of men talking about when those desires come up, what you should do. Everyone talks about the final product, how you feel, your confidence, and that's great. That's great to strive for. But what about in the weak moments? So this is what I'm going to be talking about now, because Spirit is talking to me and wants you guys to know this. When you have those sexual urges come up, now usually I'm sure, when you feel the need to touch yourself, you're probably feeling that those weak moments, probably not out in public. I mean, maybe for some of you guys, if you guys are, I guess, addicted maybe to porn or something, like you have to do it out in public, in a bathroom, in your car. I'm not sure. I don't know. But for the most part, I would say it's usually probably in a comfortable space where you're alone. If you have those urges to touch yourself, it's in those moments that we need to talk about. It's not about the end product, because listen, you're gonna find out for yourself the end product. But we got to talk about what to do in the moments where it is the war for the man. It's the war, is fighting that urge, because I'm sure it's very powerful for a man. Having an erection is probably, I don't know. I have no idea, okay? And that's why I bet some of y'all are like, why are you even talking about this, Maya? Girl, sit down. But I can't sit down because I want this for men. I want men to thrive upon this world because they want men to be weak. That's why there's so much porn. There's so much sex everywhere. They want a man's mind to be weak. And we got to cut the bullshit that society feeds us, men and women. And I'm aware of it. And that's why I want better for the masculine upon this planet. And in return, for femininity. And I talk about both subjects, y'all. I talk about the feminine sex slave industry right now. And I'm also talking about semen retention. Because I want better for everyone. Anyways, though, let's talk about what you can do when you feel those urges come on. First thing that's coming to me is when you feel that urge, especially if you're at home, this will be a lot easier. I want y'all, when you feel it coming on, when you feel the urge, I want you to practice that awareness, be aware of those thoughts, be aware of the temptations, and I want you guys to say out loud, no. No. Say no. I'm the king here. I'm doing this for myself. So I know I'm probably wanting some dopamine. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna cure this erection. I'm gonna go have a cold shower. But don't worry, I'm gonna still feed myself with some dopamine. I want y'all to put on your favorite song. The song that makes you feel good, that makes you feel empowered, that makes you feel strong as a man, okay? And I want you to get your ass in the shower. And I'm sorry, this is funny. Spirit's telling me this though, it's important. And I want you guys to stay in that shower until that song is done. Yeah, you guys wanna be warriors? You guys wanna fight the war of semen retention? Then fight it. Don't succumb to it. You gotta do things to practice for the war. And cold showers are great because it's getting you past your thoughts. It's getting you past your mind. And then you're also still rewarding yourself by listening to a good song that can make you feel good. Listen, you guys, this tip is what is needed in the moments where you're feeling the temptations come online. You gotta fix it. You gotta solve it with something. Not by laying in bed, like allowing the temptation just to overflow your body, and then you do things that you know that you're not wanting for yourself. Commit to your vision. Commit to it. That's the first thing you can do. And I really recommend that for some reason. I mean, you guys, listen, I take cold showers every single morning, and I've been doing this for 4 months. The same amount of time I've been restraining myself. You know what else I've been doing? Practicing awareness. How do I practice awareness? Well, the first thing I do is I get my ass in the shower first thing. I don't check my phone. I literally get out of bed and I go in the shower, and I stay in there for 2 minutes. I stay in there for 2 minutes. I'm getting past all my thoughts that maybe keep me in old patterning. I'm breaking that cycle. And afterwards, by the way, you're full of dopamine after that shower. You've accomplished something first thing. After that, I meditate for 15 minutes and I practice my awareness of my thoughts that want to come online. I'm aware of them. Okay? I recommend you guys doing things in the moments where you feel weak. Do something that makes you feel empowered. And I mean, a cold shower will cure your erection, that's for sure. I'm sure, I don't know, but y'all let me know if you try it out. And listen, I make this video because I want y'all to succeed. I want you guys to succeed. I want you guys to have great, high value women in your life. I want you guys to be empowered in your masculinity and not be a simp to over-sexualize women, a simp to OnlyFans, a simp to porn. I want you guys to be the kings in your life because you guys are born kings. And then the mind takes that place sometimes if we find ourselves in weak patterning, weak habits. Cut out anything. I'm talking about alcohol. I'm talking about drugs. I'm talking about Instagram. Cut out the unhealthy shit, you guys. Cut it out. And see how your life changes and progresses in a way that reflects back to you your kingship. You got this. You got a woman on your team, okay? And I want to continue making some videos like this. And I hope you guys like them, and I hope that they encourage you in a way. Because I also think it's really important for a man to have a woman's encouragement on this journey. not just a man's. Now, I think it's great for men to support men. I think it's also great for men to support women and women to support men. So, yeah, I guess what I'm getting at, you guys, is not a lot of men talk about what you need to do when the urges arise. Write a list of things that you can do, that you can maybe tape on your wall. Get a whiteboard. And, you know, if you're really having problems sticking to the semen retention path, you need constant reminders of what to do when those things come, when the temptation comes online. So you have tools in your tool belt. And I promise you, set a deadline of where I want to do semen retention for 3 months. I want to really see if I can do it. And do it. You are in control of your mind. Your mind is not in control of you. Take the road of the king. Take the seat of your own throne. Don't bow down to weak thoughts. Weak thoughts got you on a leash. You're a bitch to your own thoughts. It should be the other way around. So I hope this video encouraged you guys, because I'm sure it's mostly men in this video. And know that you're powerful. I want you guys every morning to look yourself in the mirror and say, I'm a king. I'm in control of my mind, not the other way around. You guys are going to be attracting a magnificent life through this path. Trust me, your confidence level, your connection to yourself, the relationships you will be attracting, it will be so worth it. So anyways, you guys, I hope you liked this video. Let me know in the comments down below if you did. Give it a like if you got something out of it. And yeah, I'll see you in my next video. Bye.